Assalamualaikum and hello. If you're new to my channel, do subscribe and press the bell icon so you won't miss any of the updates I post on my channel. And if you like the video I posted, like and share, and do let me know what you think in the comments. These artificial nails, I got these from Daraj. You can get a pack of 24. You can get it from any cosmetic shop as well. So now we are going to start with a craft wire. You can get it from any craft shop. And we're going to use this to make a design on the artificial nail, to make a nail ring. I'm going to use these beads. These are 0.05 mm measurement beads, and these are in cream gold color. It's your choice, whatever you want to use. We're going to use these to add these beads to the craft wire. I have this kind of foil coating on it. I'm going to remove it from the wire because I don't need this, and I'm going to start adding the beads inside this and make a design with it. First I'm going to use a small nose plier, and then I'm going to make a loop so the beads don't escape from the wire, and then I'm going to close the loop so it's closed. Get these beads from a local market, or you can get it from the Raz. I got it from the local market, the Bohana Bazaar, from Faisalabad. You can get it in cheaper price by buying them in bulk, and ask them that you want it in tola. And then I'm going to straighten up the wire from the end of the wire, and now I'm going to add the beads to the wire so we can use it to make the desired design we want. If you're having any problems, you can add those beads on your hand and then add those beads to the wire. I did it just like I did. And then we're going to use a nose ring plier, and then we're going to make a spiral with it. If you're having issue with the nose ring plier, then you can use your hand to make the design, as the wire is very soft. After making the spiral design, we're going to check on our nail if the size is correct for the nail. And then we are going to use the glue. This is the fabric glue, and apply it on the nail, and then we apply the spiral design on it and press it till 5 minutes so it sets on the place. After that we're going to add a super glue so it stays there, it doesn't budge, it gets fixed there. I use super glue, it's up to you, I use it as an option. And after that I'm going to apply a rhinestone chain just like this. You can get the same thing from online shop or the local market. I prefer the local market, you get it much cheaper. I'm going to cut the rhinestone from the chain, some of it, so I can use it afterwards on the nail to create the design I imagined. And after cutting the design, I'm going to apply the fabric glue and then apply the rhinestone chain, measure it and then apply it, then cut it off with the thread cutter. I use the thread cutter, you can use a scissor as well. Now I'm going to apply tear shaped rhinestone just like this. This is a champagne colored tear shaped rhinestone. I'm going to apply 2 of them, I think. Yeah, 2 of them. I'm going to add the not the lash glue, the fabric glue on the top of the nail, and then I'm going to take the rhinestone, and then I'm going to first we're going to add the super glue, then we're going to add so it gets fixed properly, it won't move then with the super glue. First on the top, then on the side. Now we have something like this. Now I'm going to add the rhinestone that I cut in the starting on this place. I'm going to add the glue again, these stones, rhinestones. I'm going to add the fabric glue once more, and then I'm going to stick the rhinestones on it. I add the super glue so it gets fixed and it won't budge and it won't fall off. You can use pliers like I used, or you can use your hands. Pliers are much more neat, and your hands don't get dirty because of the pliers. You can also use the tweezers which you get for plucking eyebrow hairs. I already had the jewelry one, so I used it. This is how it looks at the end. The space between this spiral design looks a bit empty, so I think I'm going to add the rhinestone that I cut from the chain. And so I'm going to use the same lash glue again and apply on the empty space between the spiral, and then I'm going to take my pliers and add the rhinestone that I cut in the beginning of the video. I think I'm going to add 1 or 2. 2 will be enough to fill the space, and press it so it won't move and stick properly. And then this is how it looks. I think this looks nice. I like the way the nail ring is going. And now I'm going to try it on my nails to see if it fixes. Yes, it fixes. And then I'm going to use the wire, the extra wire that I applied with the spiral design, and bend it and see how it looks on the nail. And then I'm going to spiral it on my finger to make it a ring. And I'm going to add more stones and rhinestone inside this craft wire, and then apply it with the glue. This is how the wire looks right now. I think I'm going to use Nakshi. This is used for embroidery, but this is like a pipe, a spring pipe. I'm going to use it. I'm going to add this to the wire, so it would cover the silver color. I'm going to take the end of the wire, then I'm going to insert the wire inside the Nakshi. You can get these from the bead shop or from any online shop. I got these from the local market. And slowly you're going to add this to the wire and cover the full wire to give this that golden look. This is going to take about 5 minutes, and this is how it's going to look after you have finished inserting. And now I'm going to try again the nail if it looks good, and I'm going to see how it looks on my finger when I apply it, make it a ring. It looks good. I'm going to remove this wire which is still silver away from the nail, and I'm going to use the wire that is covered with Nakshi and wrap it around my finger to see how it looks, and turn it into a ring. So I need to take my measurements. It's much easier to do it this way. I'm going to wrap it all around my finger and see how much times do I have to wrap. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap it 3 times. I wrapped it with Nakshi, so the wire that's underneath won't show. It looks much nicer. It won't show that it's a craft wire. Now I'm going to adjust a bit the size because it was a bit tight, so I'm going to loosen it up and try it on my finger and move this wire apart. Yeah, this looks good. I think this may take a little bit adjustment to fit it on my finger. As this is a soft wire, it's much easier to adjust and make it according to your ring size. I think this looks good, but I wrapped it 4 times. You can do it according to your finger, how long your finger is and how much you want it to be. Then I'm going to wrap it on my palm to make a palm bracelet, or you can say hand bracelet. I'm going to wrap it 2 times and adjust the size accordingly. This does not look neat right now. It's gonna take some more adjustments to the wire, and then it's going to be neat. I'm just trying it on to see how it looks. And now I'm going to use this fabric glue and then apply the rhinestone chain to make it look more fancy, and then it will look more like a ring and won't look like a craft wire. I'm going to apply it all over the spiral. I'm going to use the fabric glue, and the fabric glue works best because it's a much better option. If you use a craft glue or what you call a glue gun, it's not going to stay that long. Fabric glue is much better. It's good for fabric and for jewelry making. I use fabric glue. It takes a little bit longer to dry, but it does the work. When you pull a Nakshi, it turns into this thin wire that you can use to wrap around your rhinestone chain that I'm actually applying on the craft wire, and this would secure it. And the reason I'm using it on the rhinestone chain is because this would not just make it more secure, this would actually give it more texture. It will make it more beautiful when it turns into a ring. It's just optional. It's up to you if you want to use it or not. I'm using it because I think it will look very nice with the rhinestone chain. I'm going to cover all of the craft wire with the rhinestone chain and this thin wire, and this would roughly take 20 to 20 minutes. If you get a hang of it, you can do it even in 10 minutes or 5 minutes. I straightened the wire because it was getting very hard to actually wrap the wire around the loop. After finishing the chain, this is how it's going to look. Look how beautiful it has turned out to look. Now you can't tell this is a craft wire or not. This is Nakshi. And this is how you pull it slowly, and this is how it will look, a thin wire that I used to wrap around the rhinestone chain. This gives a very good finished look, and as the chain is golden, this is also golden, so it's not that detectable. Afterwards, we're going to do something with this second craft wire that is beside it. I'm going to use Nakshi once more, and then I'm going to apply it on this wire, and then I'm going to stick it with the rhinestone chain wire, the one where I made next to it. You're going to take the end of the craft wire, and then you're going to insert in the Nakshi. It's like a thin pipe. You have to be very careful when you're inserting the craft wire because Nakshi is very delicate. You may ruin it if you use it harshly. And if you have any more questions about the material or the method I'm using, or if you don't understand anything, you can comment down below and you can ask me the question. I'll answer it. Then this is the finished look. This is how it's going to look. Now I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to stick with the wire beside it, the rhinestone one, to make it a big. Now I'm going to attach this wire. I'm going to use the fabric glue. I'm going to add a little bit fabric glue and then attach the wire slowly. As this is the first time I'm using the fabric glue, I saw it online on someone's page. I don't remember their name, unfortunately. That fabric glue is better for jewelry making. I used to work with glue gun, but that was not that stable. This is much more better in my opinion. I used it and it takes a little bit time to dry, but it's much better to use fabric glue on jewelry making. I have fast forwarded the videos because I didn't know it was going to take this long. This is how the wire is going to look at the end. You can't even tell anymore that this was a craft wire. After sticking, let it dry for 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'm going to try the nail once more to see how it looks. And I'm going to take the wire and wrap around my finger to make it into a ring. I wrapped it 3 times. You can wrap it as much time as you desire. You can even do it for 2 wraps, but I did it for 3. I have loosely wrapped it on my finger, and this is how it's going to look. This is I wrapped it 3 times. Now I'm going to wrap it on my palm and see how it looks. I really like how it looks now. You can't really tell this is a craft wire. And for the end of the wire, I think I'm going to make a spiral design for this end wire. I'm going to take the end of the wire and then I'm going to make a small loop with the pliers. I'm going to make a small loop just like this, a small one, and press it, and then I'm going to use my fingers to spiral it in a circle. I'm going to make a spiral design. It's up to you which shape you choose. I wanted to make it into a circle, and I'm going to do it till the end of the wire. This is how the spiral is going to look like, and I'm going to make a petal design with the wire next to it. You can make another spiral design if you wish, or you can just leave it like that. I'm going to make a petal design, and I forgot to film the part where I made this design. Now I'm going to use Nakshi wire to stitch these two together to make it into one design. I'm going to take the Nakshi wire and then I'm going to stretch it and turn it into a thin wire so it's not detectable when I stitch those two together, just like this. Okay, and then I'm going to take the end of the Nakshi wire and then insert it in the middle of the spiral and bring it out. Then you're going to you're going to take the wire and then you're going to insert it inside the petal and then in the middle of the spiral, and you're going to take it out again, and then you're going to take the wire and wrap it in the middle of the petals
Then you're going to wrap it again on the spiral design, and then you're going to take it out, and then you're going to again insert it inside the petal. You're going to repeat this process until both the designs are fixed together.
When you need, I'm coming. You know I'll come running.
Now you're going to cut off the excess wire, and you're going to secure the design with fabric glue. Add the glue at the back of the design to secure it, so the wire doesn't move and the design is fixed on its place. This is how the design is going to look like from the front, and the ring and the wire. This is how it's going to look like from the back. And I added the glue. Now it's dry. I let it dry for 2 to 3 minutes. This is P6000, the fabric glue I used to fix it. Now I'm going to take the ring and again adjust on my finger, as you can see, and then I'm going to take the wire and wrap it around my palm. I wanted to make another ring, so I made it on my little finger, the pinky. I've loosely wrapped it on my pinky, and then I adjusted the wire on my palm because it was twisting. Loosely wrap it around your pinky and then move your fingers to see if you can, if it's not tight. Now I'm going to add the glue on um, the wire, so it's fixed over there. I'll take the fabric glue and I'm going to add it right about here. This is where my finger is more comfortable. I'm going to add the fabric glue. It's not coming out. Okay, and now I'm going to add the fabric glue and I'm going to stick the design over it and hold it for 2 to 3 minutes so it's fixed on that point. After that, this is how it's going to look like after it's dry. The reason I added the glue while I was wearing the ring on my finger, because it helps with the measurement. Sometimes the measurement gets messed up when you remove it from your finger. I'm going to use this champagne color diamond on the middle of the spiral. It's up to you if you want to stop here or you want to add the champagne color diamond or any color you want. I'm doing this because I had leftover beads, so I wanted to use them. I added the champagne color diamond in the middle of the spiral, sticked it with fabric glue, hold it for 2 to 3 minutes, and when it gets fixed, let it dry. Sometimes it moves, so you need to hold it for a little while.
Out your window, no, you can't sleep. You pretend though you don't have.
You can just leave it with just a, the stone in the middle, or you can use teardrop stones as well. I had leftovers, so I'm going to use these. This is how it looks. I'm going to take these and apply this on the spiral design beside the stone that I applied. Add the fabric glue, the amount that you think will be enough to stick the stone, and then you stick the stone and hold it for a little while so it sticks to it. I'm going to add 2 more stones, one here, one beside it, and one underneath it. I'm going to apply one over here, add the glue, and then you can take the stone and apply it on that area. Hold it till it fixes on the fabric glue. Hold it for a little while so it gets stick. It may sometimes take a little while to get stick to the place. After you stick to it, apply in the middle, and then again I'm going to apply the stone. It's really up to you how many stones you add. I just liked the way the 3 stones looked. You can even add one more stone on the opposite side. This is how it's going to look like after you're finished with the design.